What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Blues Garage _48. We are going to install the BMR front K member onto the Mustang. So I'm kind of excited for this one just because when I put the turbos on, the front end felt a little heavy. So I think getting this K member on there, the tubular K member, is going to be fantastic for the car. So it actually technically is going to be the K member and the A-arms that I got. So I'm gonna do an unboxing real quick, and it's still in the box. I haven't even opened it yet. So I'm gonna do that real quick and let me get to it. I'll show you guys how it is. Let's go. All right, so let's get to it. So I already took off all the stickers so you guys don't know where I live, but the box came okay. I mean, there's a few holes in it, but what are you gonna do? So like the hole here, and there's a hole here too. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Let's get this open. Wow, dude, that's so simple. That is so simple. It's upside down. All right, guys, if you're ever gonna turbo your Mustang, do yourself a favor and get a tubular K member, because there's literally nothing to this thing. It's just bam right here. There we go. Look at that. That is nice. So it comes with bolts in the motor mounts. So let's take a look at these. There it is. All right, guys, this is it. This thing looks so cool. I am so ready to put this in. All right, so it looks like we have everything here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go underneath the car and start the disassembly. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my wheels off. So with my 18mm, I'm gonna take apart the tie rod and also the ball joint. So I want to separate this one so I know which one it is. Easy. Now I'm going to grab my hammer, see if I can tap this out. That is on there. So I got the tie rod out. I just hit the side of here, pulled down until it popped out. I used, again, some liquid wrench, which I have somewhere. Love that stuff. Now I'm gonna see if I can pry this guy out. So this is fighting me right now, so I'm trying to get it out, but there we go. So now we know it's free. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but I don't really need to show it. So what I'm gonna do now is I already marked up the steering shaft. I'm just gonna remove that with my 10mm. Just kidding, it's not a 10mm.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm just gonna take my 13mm, loosen up the bolt. Just like that. Now what I'll do is I'm gonna use my 14 here, or 15, sorry.
Bruh.
Loosen up all of these bolts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go up to the front here and take these off. just down like that. So I'm gonna go, I like the bag and tag, so I'm gonna go bag all these and tag them all up so I know what they're for. All right, everyone, now it's time to drop the K member. So it's these two bolts here on this side, so you guys can see everything. These two bolts, and then this bolt, and then there's one right over there too, right here, right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I should say, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, same exact thing. And then this whole thing is gonna boom right down. So I'm gonna have my jack here with the dolly, or just let it drop. I haven't really decided yet, but I'll make sure it doesn't hit the floor in a big old bang. But let me get to it. And so I got the 2 bolts out there, 2 bolts out there. They were stuck. They took me a solid 20 minutes to get out just because they were stuck. I didn't want to break anything, so I had to go slow. Tightened them, loosened them, loosened them, loosened them, tightened them. Basically, it was like I was tapping dyeing a hole. But anyway, I got the jack supporting the K member, and then the dolly underneath it. So I only got these 2 bolts left, right here. Gonna take these guys out. So now nothing is holding the K member except for the jack. Now you guys might be able to watch an ultimate fail, but who really knows what's gonna happen, because I don't. So now I'm gonna slowly lower it. Kinda ta-da. Oh, guys, I forgot one crucial step. Forgot to take off the connections for the steering rack. There we go. There's the old one. Actually wasn't horrible to get out, but like I said, the 2 bolts here and here were horrible to get out. But there it is. Oh man. All right, now I'm gonna go home because I'm tired. But I'm gonna mock up the new one and I'll show you guys that side by side and everything. But adios. All right, so what is up, everyone? We're back on a new day. And I got it all kind of mocked up, not really, but I have them side by side. Hopefully you guys can see it nicely, but out, in. And just lifting up that thing, it was heavy. I know it still has the electric steering on it, so it's gonna be a little bit heavier, but yeah, that's basically how it's gonna be. I'm actually gonna start, cause I put these together. They all came in different bags, so I put these together. This basically sandwiches in between. So take it out, sandwiches in between. But I'll do that like later. These go here, so the little spacers for there. These 2 big, the thicker silver bolts go there and there, I'm pretty sure. These 4 go for 1, 2, 1, 2, and then these 2, I'm drawing a blank, but it's most likely the steering, but I don't remember 100% yet, because the steering only has 2 bolts and then 1 there, which is probably this guy here. So that's what I'm banking on, and that's what I'm assuming. That would make sense, all 3 for steering. So let's get right to it. I'm pretty sure these are probably all like 18 millimeters. So I'm gonna grab my 18 millimeter. I'm gonna take these guys here, here and here. Well, first, I gotta get this. Oh, this has a grease fitting, huh? I'll do all the grease fittings in a bit. I'm gonna get all these done. I'm gonna get these in place, get the bolts up, and tighten them down. So I'll be right back, guys. So, to do a quick update, to get this arm in, this control arm in, I had to bend this bracket pretty far out to slide the actual tube in. So, once I tighten it, it'll go back in, but just know that you have to bend this out a little bit if you want it to fit nicely. And then, you know, you tighten it back, it'll close up on itself. But just know this took me a lot of time to fix. So let's keep going and do the other side. So I'll let you guys in on what I'm doing. So I got one side in and then the other side will not fit. So what I've been doing to move it over is I take my rubber mallet and I take my screwdriver and I basically try to wedge open a piece like that, and then I'll take it, try to hit it in a little bit at a time until I can finally get it. So it looks like it's almost there if you look at it close enough. It's almost there. Almost. And then there it is. So I get one side in, the other side won't fit. So basically what I do, take that screwdriver, jam it in there, because basically what's happening is that brass ring on the inside of here is a little bit too long. So if it goes in a little crooked, it'll not go in right. And this is kind of pitched in like this. So you gotta open it up like this, put the whole thing in. And once you tighten it up to 126 foot-pounds, it completely closes together. So I did the other end already. 126 foot-pounds, tighten it up here. And then these two are 100 foot-pounds each. But now that I got this in, I'm gonna put a washer on this side, there's a washer on that side, and tighten these up. I didn't put a washer here or here, but I did put a washer here and here on top of the bolts, not where the nuts go. So, just to let you guys know. All right, let me get to this. I'll be right back. All right, everyone, so I got the electric steering rack on there. The A-arms are now on there. I greased up everything, so when I put it into the car, it's all ready to go. The old one, in all honesty, this new Tubular K member with, is this like with the electric steering rack, I think still weighs less than just the regular K member, and perfect. So like I said, guys, I tightened these up to 126 foot-pounds. I tightened these up to 100 foot-pounds. These three, I kind of just tightened up. I just tightened up. So I'm running a washer on top, washer on bottom, but these I'm just running a washer on top, just because that's, oh, I have two over there. I mean, I could have ran one on the bottom, but they're bigger, and I don't want to disrupt that because it's a little lip there, and I don't think they even go there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my motorcycle jack, I'm gonna put it up underneath here, I'm gonna jack it up into the car, and I'm gonna see if I can get these two bolts lined up, put the nuts on the here, and then see if I can start these two and then go from there. But I don't want you guys to see my epic blunder and me absolutely failing to get it up there. So I will do this and then get back to you guys. All right, so K member's in, it's all tightened down. If you guys look right here, K member is in, and there is a ton of room in here. So now what I'm gonna do is I gotta get the A-arms in, because A-arms are not in, and then the tie rods are not in. So I need to get the A-arms in and then the tie rods in. Alright guys, so I got this tightened down, I got this tightened down. I do not have them torqued down yet. I need to remember the torque specs. But this started spinning on me, so I just forced a socket on here and then tightened it up enough until it was good. But yeah, so I tightened that up tighten that enough till it was good. So this is in, A-arm's good. Now go on and do the same exact thing to the other side, and yeah, let's go do that. So everyone, it's all buttoned up. I got the ball joints in, I got the tie rods in. It is all set up. I just need to, once I get the motor back, place the motor in, and then I'm gonna shimmy the K-member around, because I heard that sometimes it doesn't always line up perfectly. So I'll have to shimmy the K-member around a little bit, make sure I get it into the position I like, and then bolt all 8 of the bolts that go from the K-member to the body to 85 foot-pounds. But other than that, this thing makes it look like it's gonna be a dream to work underneath this car and to get to anything I need. It's just amazing. I do have to do one more thing, and that's just remember to put the bolt back in there, but that's literally it. Everything else is done. So we're done. That was actually not that bad. The only thing that was actually pretty bad was to get that K-member kind of lined up and get all 8 of them in there. Also the 2, or I should say the 4 in the back that went to like right about here, those 4 that come out, those did not want to come out of the car. So these 2 that were right here, these 2 did not want to come out of the car whatsoever. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Another episode of Blues Garage _48. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.